Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers The Last Knight Studio Series number 93 Autobot Hot Rod. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my last figure review, please be sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to turn on post notifications, that way you guys miss a single upload. Now, when this figure was finally shown to us, we finally got a new Hot Rod that we've been waiting for such a long time, and man, can I just say that this figure is a huge upscale than that previous Hot Rod World War II version that we got. Without a doubt, one of the best makeovers that this Hot Rod needed, especially from the original 2017 version as well. Now, seeing Hot Rod on the big screen was actually pretty cool, you know, seeing Hot Rod, even though he doesn't look G1 accurate, I think he still did look pretty cool. Did have his cool weapon that he stops time with, and man, you know what? It's his French accent, it is what it is. Didn't really bother me too much. Hot Rod overall didn't bother me too much, but again, it's just I wish he had more screen time. Other than that, I think he's a great Autobot in a very bad movie. Now, taking a look at the packaging here, we do have Studio Series Hot Rod. They're looking very cool. Do got the Studio Series number 93 there. A beautiful view of Hot Rod there. On the side of the box here, we do have Hot Rod doing that club. Man, I love that. Pretty cool. On the back of the box, you do have the figure, and it's really cool looking alter mode in 26 steps. Again, this looks pretty freaking cool. And inside the box, you do have that there. And then in the front, it is what it is. Top, do got Transformers The Last Knight there. On the bottom, words and things and stuff. But yep, that's it for the box. So let's take a look at honestly this very gorgeous figure. Now, taking a closer look at this figure, you can see that the head detail does look very good. Do got the nice blue for the eyes there. You got some nice orange paint there. You do see the mouth there looking pretty cool. Do got some nice silver paint on top of here. Again, the head detail looks honestly phenomenal. I do quite like it a lot. And going down the figure, you do got some nice hints of orange and black there in the chest area. Going down, you do got some nice detail there in the abdomen area. And again, it does look actually very good. I do like the color that they went for this. Now, do I wish there was a little bit more? Yes, 100% yes. But overall, I think they did do a great job on this figure overall. Not really much complaints. I do love the paint job. The wings there are on the back don't really bother me because I think that those are great placements for the wings. The back does look pretty cool. The backpack, not that big. I do quite like that. In the back, not a whole lot of detail, just unpainted stuff there. But again, it does look very cool. Do got the wheels on the side here. They do roll. But overall, I do quite like this figure. Do got some nice more orange there on the knees. Overall, again, I do quite like this figure. I do love the detail. I do love the little subtle hints of colors of silver. I do quite like this. Do I wish there was more? Yes, but overall, I think this is a major step up than that 2017 version we had, man. Wow. Man, I wish I had a glow up. Well, what do you guys think? But yeah, so far this figure looks very cool, but he did come with one really cool accessory, so let's take a look at that now. Now, taking a look at Hot Rod's only accessory here we do have is his Stop the Time weapon looking thingy mabob. But yeah, it does look very cool. Do got some nice blue there. I'm glad they colored that blue because in the movie they were blue. But other than that, it's just unpainted kind of darkish plastic there. I wish there was some more hints of silver, but you know what, it is what it is. They're just accessories. But again, do get some nice detail going all around there, looking very cool. I do quite like this. It does look very cool, but you can put it on him. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring Hot Rod here, and his hand already has holes right there, and on the gun you are gonna have a peg right there, and all you're simply gonna do is just plug it in like so, and then there you go. Now you have him holding his honestly very cool looking accessory. Yeah, this does look sick and does look very cool. I wish he did have, two of his guns, but you know what, it is what it is. One will have to do. Overall, it does look very cool. I do love the detail on it. Overall, this figure does look very cool. Now, I do have some gripes with this, but you know what, we'll talk about that later. But overall, I do quite like this figure's design. It does look very accurate. Wow. Now, Hot Rod here does stand roughly at around 4.5 inches tall, but I think he's roughly around 5 inches tall. But for some size comparisons, here he is next to the Last Knight Premier Edition Barricade from the 2017. And yeah, you can see how they both do look there. And again, I think they both do look actually very cool together. Not, the most accurate Barricade, but overall, I think they both do look very well. Again, this Hot Rod is a major step up from that old 2017, I think was it the Deluxe? hot rod, but overall it does look very, very, very cool. Now for my next size comparison, here he is next to the Premier Edition Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Optimus Prime. So you can see how they both do look there. And yeah, I think it is kind of scale accurate, but overall I'm still waiting for a studio series to make or announce that they're gonna make The Last Knight, you know, Optimus Prime. But overall, this is what we have so far, and overall I think it does look very, very cool. I think they both do look fantastic, and overall, again, overall. And for my last size comparison, this is actually the comparison I've been waiting for. Here he is next to the World War II Studio Series Hot Rod, so you can see how they both do look there. And yeah, you can see a huge difference between these two. Yeah, yeah, nothing should be said at all. Let this do the talking. Night and day, glow up to glow down. Yeah. Take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt should automatically like tell you, oh, which one looks better. Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Wow, this hot rod looks amazing. Amazing from that World War II. Now, this is a good looking figure. Now for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far and he can look down that far. His arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and he actually does have a very, very good wrist swivel. It looks very, very, very cool. And he does have some forward and back movement, just a tiny bit, but he does go up and down as well, but that's more for the transformation. But this, I think it does help a lot more to get more of the posability. Now, he does have a waist swivel on a deluxe. Yeah, now we're getting places. A wrist swivel, a waist swivel. Okay, we're definitely getting somewhere. There's nothing that can go wrong, right? Well, let's find out. His leg can move out roughly about that far, and it can move back roughly about that far. The doors do kind of hinder it a bit. He does have a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and here's the problem, right? The wheel here is blocking it from actually going further. So you actually have to move the wheel out the way in order for him to get an actual more of a bend at the knee. I don't know why they did that, but that's one kind of problem that I don't like about this figure. But other than that, he does have a beautiful ankle pivot because his whole foot is on a ball joint. So basically you can do a full rotation, full 360, all the stuff. But overall, the posability on this guy is actually very, very, very good. Not the best, but overall for a deluxe, I think it does do a great job on the posability. Again, if this figure looks cool, he needs to be posable, please. And overall, I think he is posable. He's not the best, but overall, I think they do a great job at making this figure very posable and overall looking like fantastic. And dare I say, very, very screen accurate for a deluxe. But alrighty guys, here's where I'm going to cut it off and show you guys his very, very, very accurate looking Lamborghini. Now this is a licensed product, so overall, yeah, this is bound to look very, very cool. So let's take a look at this bad boy of a Lamborghini. Yeah, this thing looks super sick, man. I do quite like this a lot, and overall, they did do a great job on this Lamborghini. Worth the pain. Yeah, it was. This, the transformation is, yeah, this actually looks very, very, very cool. Take a look at the Lamborghini here. You do got some nice coloration there, looking very, very, very cool. I do like the blacked out rims. I think that is a very good touch. Do got some slight bits of orange there and down there as well. Do got the, I wish they put a Lamborghini logo, but it is what it is, I guess. But overall, it does look very, very, very cool. Do got some nice hints of orange there on the doors, a little bit orange there on the doors. On the back, they actually painted the tail lights, which I do like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But overall, it does look very cool. Now, it does have a spoiler, which I do like, or basically like a wing whenever Lamborghinis go fast and the wing pops out, so that way it can basically slow it down a bit. But overall, it does look very, very, very cool and very sick. Overall, I am happy with this. Now, this was kind of a pain to transform, but nothing too bad that, you know, I didn't stress about. So, yeah, it does look very cool overall. Do got some nice silver for the headlights there, but overall it does look very, very cool. Now the undercarriage, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, who's gonna display this? But it does roll very, very, very well. It does do a full 360 again. Very, very, very cool. But overall, I am happy with this. Now you can actually store the weapon on this thing, which is pretty cool. On the basically gun here, you're gonna have like a tab sticking out right there, and you're gonna basically have a hole right there. And all you're simply gonna do is just plug it in like so. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna plug that in, and it should fit in very, very like that. And then there you go. Now you have him holding, you know, the gun in the car. But you know what? It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's not the best. But overall, this does look very, very, very sick and very cool. And overall, I am happy to say that I am pleased with this Lamborghini. I am very, very happy and very pleased with this transformation. Took a bit of a pain, but you know what? It's nothing that I couldn't handle. Ayo. But very, very, very cool. But yeah. I do quite like this. Now, is this the best Lamborghini we've gotten for Hot Rod? I believe so. But yeah, I do quite like this Lamborghini. But again, here's one last look at this Lamborghini. It does look very, very, very cool. And again, this Hot Rod was much needed. Very, very well done. Now, again, there are a few gripes that I do have with this figure that we will talk about at the end of the video. But overall, you know, it does look very cool. But here's my overall review and my overall grade on, honestly, this almost perfect figure. Alrighty guys, there you go. There you had the Transformers The Last Knight Studio Series number 93 Autobot Hot Rod. Now, what do I think about this figure? I think this figure does look very, very cool. I think he does look screen accurate to how he did look in the film. Again, one of the best Hot Rods we've ever gotten for a deluxe. I am actually very, 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 very impressed. I think they did do a great job. Yeah, this figure is not 100% perfect. Yeah, there is honestly quite a bit of flaws that I thought there was not going to be, honestly. But overall, I think this figure is cool. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. Yes, I know. An 8 out of 10 for this figure is honestly very surprising. I think this is the best Hot Rod we've ever gotten. There's just two really big cons that I don't like about this guy, so let's talk about it. Now, the first con that I don't like about this guy are the knees. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but they decided to put the tire in the way, so that way you have to move the tire in order for you to bend the knee fully. And yeah, I mean, again, you can just move it, no problem, but overall, like when you don't try to move the tire, it just basically blocks the way of you bending the knee, so you have to go that extra step of moving that tire. Again, it's just a nitpick of mine, but overall, I really don't like that. I think it does kind of hinder this guy a bit, but that's basically it for my first con. Now, my second con about this guy, believe it or not, is when you are transforming this guy, the transformation is unique, don't get me wrong. It's just pieces like to fall off. Now, there are some pieces that do like to fall off, you know, all the time, and it does get you kind of triggered like it did me. But overall, I mean, the transformation is fine. I think it's very, very cool. Something I haven't seen in a long time. But overall, it's just that one nitpick. But other than that, I think this figure is great. I think he's fantastic. For a deluxe class, I wasn't expecting too much. But man, did it exceed, almost, honestly, all my expectations. Now, we gotta keep in mind that this is a deluxe class figure. It's not a leader, it's not a Voyager, it's a deluxe class, and I think it does succeed very, very, very well. And overall, again, for deluxes, I'm not expecting too much, but again, this guy did, you know, impressed me a lot. Now, I did wish he did have the other accessory for his dual wheel, but other than that, I think this figure is fantastic. The transformation is cool, and I actually like the paint color scheme. I don't really have a problem with it. All the unpainted plastic does match well with all the black, but overall, again, it does look very, very cool. A huge glow up. This is not a glow up. That is a glow up. A beautiful glow up. But alrighty guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I have been sick these past couple days and I haven't been feeling the best, but I feel like I'm well enough to where I can start recording videos again, where I can give you guys, you know, most of my energy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all your kind words. I really do thank you guys so much. But I'm ready, I'm back, I'm ready to give you guys all the content, Rise of the Beast, all the news, all the figure reviews. I'm ready to go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys are missing an upload. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. And let me know, is this the best Hot Rod ever? I'm pretty sure it's going to be yes, but I just want to make sure. But this has been Primus Reviews, and that has been, honestly, a glow up of a figure. Remember to stay calm and keep moving on. I'll make sure you guys on the next one. Bye! I know a little bit of French. Oui, oui, je m'appelle. Bien, gracias, y tú?